Hey guys, so I just got back from the movie theater from seeing two pre-screenings. The first I saw was Minions. Minions, I think pretty much everybody knows what fucking Minions are. Um, it's all over the goddamn place. Me and my friend have been discussing this. I love the Minions. I love Despicable Me. I love Despicable Me 2. I thought they were great films, but I liked the first one better. But I liked the second one too. And I was all thrilled about the idea about there being a Minions movie. And from the trailers, I loved it, everything. I thought the trailers looked funny. It looked like it was going to be just as good as the Despicable Me movies. I was all for the idea of the Minions getting their own movie because they stole the freaking other movies. And people love them. I love them. I think they're adorable. But like me and my friend were discussing, the constant advertising for this thing is getting off fucking ridiculous. It's like it's annoying, like to the point like it's getting to levels of Frozen bad, like annoying, where they shove it down your throat so much that it's gonna make you start hating the goddamn thing. Like Frozen, I liked Frozen, I kind of still do, but now I'm so sick of it. I never want to see it ever again in my entire life because of how many times I hear about it. It's insane. And Minions is the same way, and and again, it's getting to that level, but at the same time, I was still looking forward to this movie. I was going in really hyped for this thing, like a lot of people. And I mean, I know it's gonna make shitloads of money this weekend. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be the movie that comes the closest to beating Jurassic World. For the summer at least. I mean, we still got Star Wars and Hunger Games later this year. But like I say, I was looking forward to this. I thought the trailers looked funny as hell. They always made me laugh every time I saw a trailer for this thing. And you know what? I didn't think this was as good as Despicable Me. I still think Despicable Me is the best of the series. But I did like this movie. I know this movie isn't getting as well received as I thought it would, which is a damn shame. I honestly don't really get that. Some of the reaction this movie's getting. But honestly, like I said, I liked this movie. It was a lot of fun. It was really, really adorable. The Minions, of course, just make this movie. Every scene they're in, everything they're doing is fucking brilliant. It focuses on three Minions, which are Bob, Stewart, and Kevin. Kevin's like the leader of the pack who decides to go out and find the group of minions, his troop, a master to serve after their many failed attempts to get a master throughout the years. I mean, the opening of the movie, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen the opening to this movie where it shows them throughout the years, like serving a T-Rex, Dracula, Napoleon, a caveman. I forget that's just to name a few. And every time they serve a master, they accidentally do something that results in their master's death, which is kind of funny. But again, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen that damn joke. Like you've seen all those jokes in that opening scene. That's one of the. I'll talk about that in a minute more. That's like that is like one of the main problems in this movie is that like a lot of the best jokes in this movie are like in the trailer, and I didn't really laugh, especially the last, like I said, the opening. I thought the opening would have been better if I didn't see the goddamn trailer or didn't see the advertisements, because a lot of those jokes would have been more funnier. But anyways, Kevin is the one that's the leader of the group and the smart one, all that stuff. Stuart's like the cocky musician guy, weirdly enough, and in my opinion, he starved the goddamn movie, and I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one saying this. Bob kicks ass. I love Bob. Bob is amazing. he's like the idiot savant of the group who has a teddy bear named Tim, and he carries all around. And at one point becomes the king of fucking England, King Bob. He becomes King Bob. That is awesome. That's just like one of the many stuff that happens with him. He makes me laugh every fucking scene he was in. He made me laugh. Like he stole this thing. He was hysterical. What was another thing he did? I forget what else he did. There's like it's been a few hours since I've seen it. Yeah, excuse me. This movie, like, it is really well done, really well made, and it does have the same feel like with the Despicable Me movies, where it felt like a Looney Tunes cartoon. That's one of the things I love about Looney Tunes, or about Despicable Me, was that it felt like a Looney Tunes cartoon, and honestly, the Minions felt like characters that could easily be in a Looney Tunes cartoon. And, a lot of the jokes, like, a lot of stuff in it are, feel Looney Tunes-esque. As far as, like, the voice casting in this movie, particularly Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock was one of those, like, as Scarlet Overkill, I was like, alright, that could be kind of interesting. And she wasn't as good as I thought she would be. I didn't like, she wasn't as fun of a character as Gru is. And it's obvious, like, Gru's missing really badly in this film. And the little girls, too. There wasn't really any compelling human characters. The most compelling characters were the goddamn Minions, which it's their movie and they get the most screen time, so don't worry. The Minions, like, it is pretty goddamn funny. Like, it was this is one of those things. Is like, I was worried about this because, like, I was worried that if you put a whole Minions movie, maybe a little Minions only goes a long way, and I like the Minions. Like I said, they made this movie. They kept this movie from going and made it really funny. Like I said, Scarlet Overkill. She was like, Sandra Bullock was fun in it. You can tell she was having fun with it, but I think she could have been better. They also got like people like Michael Keaton, who I almost didn't if I didn't hear that he was in this movie, I wouldn't have recognized. And also, there is an appearance by Gru at the end of the movie. I liked the tie-in at the end. I knew at the end of it somehow Gru was going to pop up. That's kind of getting the spoilers, but it's a prequel, so I mean, it shouldn't be really much of a spoiler. There's also a lot of jokes that nobody, I guarantee, kids would not get. Like, I like when they go to New York in the '60s. There's a sign that says Nixon for president, a president you can trust. That was pretty funny. Or that part where they're in London and they're going for the sewers, and they go up the Abbey Road, like into manhole, up to a manhole on Abbey Road, and as they are peeking their head out of the manhole, the Beatles are walking across the crosswalk. That's pretty funny. That made me laugh. I was the only one who laughed at that joke. I mean, I of course, little kids probably don't. That's fucking sad. Kids don't know who the fucking Beatles are, but that's another discussion there. I swear I had more to talk about with this movie. It is a good movie. Like, I liked it, Like I said, as far as problems, my main problem is, like, a lot of the best jokes were in the trailer or spoiled in the trailer. The trailer showed way too many of the good jokes. That's what I liked about Despicable Me 2. They didn't really show anything in the trailer at all. If you ever watched this trailers, all the trailers for Despicable Me had the Minions, and you wouldn't even know if Gru was going to be in the Despicable Me or any of the other human characters. You thought it would just be all Minions. No, just from the trailers of Despicable Me 2. Trying to think, there's gotta be something else. I go see the movie. If you like these movies, you're gonna like this one. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. Oh, speaking of something, this is something that bothered me too. I've been meaning to talk about this. What is up with the advertising? Like, there's a poster I saw with minions naked from behind showing their asses, minion ass. I'm like, what is, like, I've seen a lot of minion ass in the last week or so. Why do I need to see that? Like, there's a scene where he goes to the jacuzzi and he's wearing a thong. Why? I think it's Bob or something. I forget. It might have been. I don't know which one it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, why? Like, it's like one of those things. It kind of cracks me up. Like, of all the things that people usually bitch about with kids' movies nowadays, like, people are really up in arms about stupid shit. What is being exposed to their kids, and they don't bitch about minion ass. It's like, why do I need to see that? Which, oh yeah, I work at McDonald's, and of course McDonald's minions everywhere. Like, that's their big promotion right now. And I just saw that hilarious news story that one of the Minion toys supposedly is saying "what the fuck." I guarantee it's gonna be recalled. I heard it. It clearly does sound like it's saying "what the fuck." It does sound like it. I can kind of see how they got that. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of getting off on different stuff because now I guess to get into previews real quick. I got a few new ones. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. As far as previews, I had The Secret Life of Pets. This looks kind of fun. It's basically it's like Toy Story but with pets. In that, like, it shows what happens after we leave the owners leave the house and what the pets do when the owners are not home. It's gonna be kind of intriguing. I said that could be kind of funny. Like, it, anybody who's an animal that owns any kind of animal, a dog or a cat, could appreciate this movie and the weird personalities of dogs and cats and other animals. I think there's a bird in there at one point too. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. That looks pretty funny. I got another trailer for Pan. I've said that many times. There's not much else to say that I've said about it already. That this looks stupid. Who the hell asked for a Peter Pan prequel? I got a trailer finally for that Gem and the Holograms. I've been hearing a lot about this. A lot of people that apparently this is based off a cartoon. I looked it up, and a lot of people are really big fans of this cartoon. Apparently, even though it lasted like 3 years, and last episode aired in 1988. And a lot of people apparently are pissed. It's Josie and the Pussycats, it looks like, basically, but also the Josie or whoever the fuck it is, or Gem, whatever her name is. It seriously looks like Josie and the Pussycats. Because it's like a rock band, girl rock band and shit like that. And her dad builds futuristic, when she was little, built futuristic stuff or something. I don't fucking care. It looked dumb. It looked like, it just looked like crap. And the last trailer I got, speaking of obscure stuff, I got Goosebumps. Not a trailer for the movie Goosebumps, not actual Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Fucking grew up loving. I grew up a huge fan of Goosebumps. And I'm kind of intrigued with this movie. It's a kid and his mom, played by Amy Ryan, so that's cool. Moving next door to R.L. Stine. The author of the book. The books is one of the main characters in this movie, and he's played by Jack Black. That's interesting. Jack Black does look the part, but was a little bit heavier than R.L. Stine was. Is R.L. Stine even making any books at this point? I don't even know. But he, yeah, basically when his books are opened, they come to life, and so all the creatures that you've read throughout the books, all are like there, and it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Honestly, it's a big nostalgia for somebody like me. Kids in the movie theater, I guarantee, don't even know what the fuck Goosebumps are. The books are. They never probably read them. And I grew up on them. It's going to be a movie that's for my generation. That, they're going to be the target audience because we grew up on that shit. I love Goosebumps books. Definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, go see the Minions, and I'll be back here shortly with another review in a couple of minutes.